Hello guys, I've been a Defender driver for a long time. In fact, I've been driving them for 30 years and I'm so happy that we're going to have a brand new Defender, although it's not called Defender, it's called the Grenadier. And I don't understand the negativity sometimes that I see here on this forum. So that's why I made this video, to explain a few things on how I see things. You may not agree, but that's fine, that's where we all have an opinion. A couple of years ago, our Land Rover decided not to build the Defender anymore, for whatever bogus reasons that was. So they told us they would come up with a brand new one. And they did after 3 years. But that new Defender, it did not fulfill my requirements and probably not most of your requirements either, because I see a lot of comments and critics on the new Defender. It is not in the spirit of the old one. It is by far a completely different vehicle. And I don't think that the new Land Rover is fit for use and fit for purpose. To me, it is just another glorified Range Rover, which I don't really need to do my job. I want a solid, real, genuine 4x4, a workhorse. That's what I've been looking for, and we got lucky. At the time that Land Rover decided to stop building the old Defender, INEOS, and more specific Jim Ratcliffe, decided to buy the rights of Land Rover to continue building it. But Land Rover wouldn't sell it. So he decided, in a pub somewhere in the UK, to build a new, genuine 4x4 Defender. Well, they didn't call it a Defender, but they named it after the pub, and the pub was called Grenadier. And that's what they're going to build, a genuine workhorse, a real 4x4, not an SUV like the new Defender. And now I see so much negativity. And I don't understand why. The team that develops the Grenadier is not all from the UK. It is a multinational team, all with their expertise, and they put their effort together. Sure, it's led by Jim Ratcliffe, it's led by INEOS, but INEOS is a multinational. So why not getting the best of breed parts throughout Europe and assemble it together in a marvelous, strong 4x4. The Grenadier will have a ladder chassis, and this is not a brand new chassis that was designed from the ground up by Grenadier, as far as I know. They have gone around and they looked at different brands in Europe, different factories and producers that have been doing this for years. And they selected some options there. They took their expertise to build that ladder chassis. I'm quite happy that it is a ladder chassis compared to the new monocoque of the new Land Rover. Anyhow, but not only that, the axles, for instance, they are not built by or designed by Grenadier or INEOS by themselves. They went out to a very well-known company that is building actually axles for many, many moons, and they benefit from that. They benefit from that expertise. So that is very important to understand. The suspension is being designed, it's been compared and tested with many other products, and now we're ending up with a coil spring-based suspension with no fancy sensors like the new Land Rover Defender. So in other words, this vehicle, the Grenadier, you will be able to fix it in the field. And recently we actually saw the outside of the Grenadier. What a happy surprise was that for me. It lives in the spirit of the old Defender. It has the same shapes. I have a recognition in it. So I was really, really pleased. So I signed up immediately on the pre-order list if there is going to be one. So all by all, I think there's still a lot of things to be seen, but it's looking very, very positive. And it's a no-nonsense design. That at least that's what I can tell. In terms of powertrain, they made announcements that we're going to have a BMW 6-cylinder engine in it, at least to start with. They probably will come with different powertrains later. And that's good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with fitting a BMW motor into a 4x4. They are very reliable engines. So I don't understand why that has to be all negative. So the real reason of this negativism that I see here on this forum must be the fact that the plant is not going to be built in Wales. But guys, let's face it, would you be willing to pay a lot of money or extra money on a Grenadier because it's built in a specific place? No, I wouldn't. I want a decent, high quality 4x4 for an affordable price. And I think most of us want this. It's going to be sold worldwide. So at least that should be the scope of the production of the Grenadier. So that's why price is important. Now, on the other hand, I can understand that people in Wales are not too happy because the promise or the perception was created that it would be built in Wales, in Bridgehead, if I'm not mistaken, and now that is not going to happen. But think about it. Maybe the taxes are too high. Maybe INEOS doesn't get enough subsidized to build the plant, or maybe there are some other aspects that are at play. Maybe the labor cost is too high, because at the end it's a business. And of course, the UK stepped out of the European Union, so that is another factor that probably contributed to the decision. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're not happy about that fact, well, that's fine, but don't pick on the Grenadier for that. The Grenadier is a complete side issue. It's a vehicle that's been built, it looks great, and it's promising. So don't pick on that product itself. You might pick on your own government. That would be the first thing to pick on, but not on INEOS or Grenadier. And I'm not defending INEOS, and I'm not an employer of INEOS. I am a Land Rover Defender lover, and I've been very disappointed with Land Rover, and now I have hope. And my hope is the Grenadier. So all I can say to Jim, thank you so much, Jim, for taking this up and building a new real 4x4. And guys, if you don't like what I say, or if you don't like the Grenadier anymore, then just step out this forum. This is a Facebook page for people that like the Grenadier, that like to have a say on how it's going to be built, but not about politics. Or at least that's my opinion. And just maybe I should be expelled from this forum. But thank you for viewing anyway. And it's great that we all have an opinion and a view. And let's keep it that way. Bye-bye.